哇，我们要怎么进入设施啊？走这边。
Greetings, graduates of Cradle 9. Welcome to the regional... Error. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
Was that the spirit? Minerva?
I don't think so. At least, not direct.
Attention. All personnel must vacate the facility. Immediately.
Something doesn't want us here.
没东西吧？这边应该没有东西。
What exactly was this place?
Seen anything like it before?
Error. Unauthorized access. Initiating facility lockdown. Stay out.
What's going on?
Well, at least the emergency lights
Whoops.
work.
What just happened?
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's trying to keep us out. I'll scout ahead, see if there's a way to get us in.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Well, yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
It's hard to explain. I mean, I barely understand it, but yeah. It's what Aloy's been looking for this whole time.
是不是有？哎，没有办法哦，我以为那是一个讯息可以读。好，就往上。应该走这边。嘿哈，嘿，切，哇！
Okay, I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility's systems.
上面有东西吗？
Locked.
锁住了，好，应该是这里了。先来这儿，然后再最后再去上面那个。
Alert. Restricted access.
这应该比较是以解谜为主啊。
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva. Huh. Might be able to pull that open.
看这边有没有什么？有什么？应该是一系列的房间跟数据机啊，很多这个伺服器。
This leads.
这个嘞，现在这个好了。
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft.
这个嘞，感觉回到刚刚前面那个电梯的入口。哦，对，这个应该只是过来拿这个东西的。
And I'm outside. I need to find a way back into the facility. Maybe I could look for a way in higher up the mountain.
在更高的地方重新进来，所以我可能要继续往上走。
I'm close. If I can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start fixing the blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth? And why did they want it back up?
刚好是过来这边 这个上去其实也没有东西可以去。应该是要走这里啦。对，但是只是我
Pipes
要
up there. Might lead me to a way back in. But how to reach them?
小，应该拿不到。我回来这边看看。我还是看直接蹬上去看看有没有。哦，我刚是没看到，哎，对，我刚是没看到那边有可以过去的。OK， 又损血了。刚刚上面是有个插槽。不对啊，他感觉刚刚身体是有侦查到说有东西可以跳，看一下，对啊，要从这边靠上去啊。可是我按的方向要更准确。叉其实是可以抓的，那我如果往上呢？哦，有人按叉，吓死！真的很紧绷哎。我要知道这个要按，在段落跟段落之间要按叉。对，我现在极度需要补血啊，没有办法直接抓。这边可以怎么上去嘞？这边。
There's Plainsong. I hope the Otaru are doing okay after the attack. Some of these rocks look loose. I think I can clear them. shaft.
我发现我现在目前是接着，我是用荧幕直接的在观看这个影片，观看这个游戏画面。我发现跟我电脑自己本身用截取器打开的画面，哇，有差，真的有差。当然了，各位的看直播应该是还好，应该都差不多。
Looks like some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
下面有东西啊！好，我们走到这个水窖。
System core
有敌人吗？ No! Damn it!
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Please.
access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good.
Gaia.
Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
好啊。
Cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Yes.
Yes.
好哦，把它摆进来吧。
Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code.
摆回盖亚了，备份。
Wish to initiate heuristic matrix.
Here goes.
Oh. 开始了。哦。Gaia.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek.
我不是。
Scanning data.
哈哈哈，这个两个人的搭配，这父女的搭配，瞬间以为是奎爷跟那个 Cherry。
Not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss.
他知道我是
But
Aloy。
initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
对啊，我怎样？我怎么了啊？怎么样？最初始的团队要来了，要组成了。
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real.
This is the real deal, boy.
So, this is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus. I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
原来如此，我跟盖亚交谈一下。
I suggest you explore this facility, Aloy, until my initialization is complete.
好哦。初始化尚未完成，我们就来逛逛这个场域吧。
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few.
酒吧
To
台
start
啊，
with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
那怎么了？
So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
哦，哦，所以我可以去增加我这个覆盖离角兽的这个指令的费用啊，对，然后我现在打几只就可以了。了解了解。
Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room.
稍微逛一下。
We have much to discuss.
Looks like an office.
Correct. This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad. What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control
看起
center
来像
operatives.
看起来像是寝室啊。
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
所以我们之后会是很常需要来这边嘛，对不对？感觉起来。
So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did. With the help of machines. Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
好，跟盖亚说说话。
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first.
从属函式。
We're not going to be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now.
哔哩哔哩哔哩，宝宝，爸爸宝宝，哔宝。哇
Receiving.
9个嘛，对不对？对，有9个。这就是世界的样貌。
Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
哦。
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved.
没错，它是演化。
Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy.
Oh, 那会是哪里呢？
The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
嚯，这个环节其实有点像古一在介绍一件事情啊，在介绍这个世
Okay,
界。
so what's so far away and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
天狼星系。
Serious? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're descendants of Farseneth?
所以就是
Yes,
我们
that
这
is my
个
conclusion.
等于是我们这个年代的人的后代，对，启动了这个 Horizon Zero Dawn 的这个事情之后啦，所以等于是他们现在 Aloy 这个世代的人会叫我们哦，这个现代的人叫远风人啊。
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
算是这一次故事的主要任务吧。
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
最麻烦的
Every
Hephaestus
subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important.
最重要最傲娇。
Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
Well,
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
所以 Hephaestus 应该约莫就是在30级左右，所以我们现在差很多啊。
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
两边进行啦。
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes. And
正
to
解。
program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
这样其实也是蛮
Could
恐
you
怖
build
的
an。army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only
对
option.
啊，这就是为什么
I must admit,
人类就会一直
however,
不断的战
that
争
I。have misgivings about using such
就是因为
technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
到头来都一样啊，只是现在
Good.
盖亚拥有这样子的权利，然后大家多数人比较认同盖亚的处理方式而已啦。但是对被侵略的那一方就是被打的人啊。
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
这一集应该会有比较多故事讲解的部
We
分。
don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
我们是艾尔迪亚人啊，
Well,
我还以为是马雷啊。
could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that, if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power until she could take control of Hephaestus, and then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere to their specifications,
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
but with opposite results.
Extinction instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
哑白。对啊，
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough.
头要
You're
昏
making
了
my。head spin.
他其实刚刚其实在说光速的0点几倍，并不是说是比光速慢，而是以光年的这个数字去算的话，它比光年要需要花的时间还要少，所以他刚翻译是翻译说是光速的0点几倍。那从字面上的意思去看，可能你会觉得说，光速的速度假设是多少好了？0点几倍怎么会是比光速快嘞？应该是比光速慢了。但他的意思就是说，假设是以光年来算，是得要花得要走1年哦，用光年用光走1年的这个速度跟距离哦，这个时速这个速率，他花的时间比光年还要再更快。更少了，他花了更少的时间，达到了几个光年应该才能够走到的时间了，所以这就是为什么他会这样
The
嗯
子讲。
descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... Okay, but... I mean... This clone. How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek, a subordinate? I don't think so. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
纯属意外啊。
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
远峰科技
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from
怎么弄啊？
Yeah,
他们机器人长不太一样
The。one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location.
就以8.6年
light years away.
当半径去看一个圆啊。
intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me,
现在都
I
感觉
can
怪怪的。
improvise modest corrections.
太多游戏都是这样子走了，就是一开始都跟你说你帮我做到这些事情，你就可以怎样怎样。结果你看像那个汪达与巨像有没有？
Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents.
今天如果盖亚突然转了一个念头，对不对？他拥有所有的资源，听起来超恐怖的，听起来超恐怖的。
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
好的，终于听他们讲完故事了。
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case, you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards
他们似乎有明显的暴力
Well,
倾
that's a
向。
nice way to put it.
翻了一个
What
白
about
眼。
Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
以太吧，当然是以太啊。
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region.
对啊，就是附近好像一直随时都有风暴。
Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via
我们只
your
能相
focus
信他了。
interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have
克
a
服。
great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't
对
I?
的。
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
还加了油一下。
Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain
东
to
跟西跟
Plains
往南。
should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
我觉得跟之前的比较下来，我觉得这次的 Aloy 的表情变得你更相信他是一个人了。我觉得这就是现在新的游戏会渐渐会开始，因为你知道之前不是都有一些文章说什么，有些那种 AI 创造出来的人物跟人脸嘛。那在越来越像的状态，就会看到这个的进步啦，会看到这个的进步。
Okay. I need to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east
还有
first.
还有什么没有
Check
看
on how
的？
Plainsong's doing after the attack. Or I could also look around here
没有
some
看过
more.
这边是床吧，没看过。厕所嘛，就来把这个非完成的 非必要完成这个任务给走一走。这是出去的地方，对不对？好，等一下。我这基地逛完了吗？电梯。对啊，我之后应该会很常来这里了。好啦，应该好了，就差不多了，走吧。
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
After you, Aloy.
天空开始下雪，哇，很漂亮哎，超美的。各位记得要开4K 啊。
I need to head further west. To,
眼神闪烁。
more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. And Gaia can help get you up to speed.
你都不会冷哦。
I'm not trying to shut you out. This, it's like training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
Are you going with him?
还要回白鸽。
No. After what happened in the cave below,
哦，
I want to stay here a
他要
while.
待在这边跟盖亚。
There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting.
反正我们有萤火嘛，萤火就都可以随时的跑来跑去啊。不过这次的世界是真的很宽阔，我们还没有真的碰到那个
The Tenakth clanlands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's sub-functions. And who knows what else. The snowfall's blanketing the land.